All right, folks, let's go to Florida where body cam footage has been released in a fatal shooting there. Folks, it seems like whenever we talk about these stories, it's always Florida that comes to mind. Again, a Florida officer has been charged with manslaughter for the killing of a black man. Former Titusville police officer Joshua Payne will be prosecuted for the death of James Lowery. Lowery was shot and killed after a foot pursuit the day after Christmas this year. Payne was responding to a call about a woman being violently assaulted. He spotted Lowery, whose appearance fit the suspect's description. Lowery died from a gunshot wound to the head. Titusville Chief John Lau explains how the investigation concluded with charges against Officer Payne.
Officer Josh Payne was found to have violated several department general orders, to include unnecessary use of deadly force. So how did this happen? First, during the foot pursuit, Officer Payne deployed his department-issued taser 5 separate times and over 45 seconds in an attempt to stop Mr. Lowery from fleeing. Our training specifically details that if a technique does not give the desired result, then we must change our response to that resistance. Second, we believe that Officer Payne was alerted to Mr. Lowery first by reaching into his pocket and then by pulling an item out. Officer Payne's voice went up an octave, stating, "Drop it," 3 separate times. Officer Payne then drew his firearm, holding it in his left hand, while still holding and activating his taser with his right hand. Although Officer Payne's decision to draw his firearm based on Mr. Lowery's actions was sound, our training specifically addresses transitioning from one tool to another. At no time do we train our officers to operate both taser and a firearm at the same time.
Payne is out on bond and resigned from the police force the day that he was indicted. And just so you know, there's no photo of Payne anywhere on the internet. Not even his mugshot has been made public. That's the thing that, for me, Julian, it still bothers me. This how these separate standards are for police. I'm sorry, you've been charged with the death of someone. This notion of the system still protecting an officer when any of our mugshots have been out immediately.
If you are simply accused, Roland, not indicted, simply accused of something, there your picture would be. And so, though they protect their own, and it really goes back to what we were talking about in the last segment. We talk about protecting white lives. They protect each other. There's going to be someone, he'll probably have an attorney who will make the case that he was afraid for his life, which we know. You shot somebody in the back, you're not afraid for your life. You know, you're afraid that their life will convict you for your wrongful behavior. You heard the chief, he said, how do you use your taser 5 times in so many seconds? And then try to be Superman and carry 2 weapons at the same time. Well, you know that doesn't work. But they will protect this guy. He may have quit, etc. They will protect him as long as they can, and they'll make a case that police officers have the right, if you will, to, quote, defend themselves. Although there's no defending here at all. And if he knew who the man was, he'd have to shoot him. He just could have waited, gone and got him later. But what was he? He resembled somebody. It wasn't even, he was not in, they said someone had, domestic abuse, but he was not the one who did the domestic abuse. So they don't take their time. They see a black man or woman, they see a black person, and they figure, okay, let's shoot. It is open season on black people, plain and simple. And that case is disgusting, but I'm glad that his parents, they really were very persistent to making sure that the video was shown. And of course, Brother Ben Crump is on the case with this one as well. But you know, the parents were determined to make sure that this video was shown. And we now all know what kind of a devil, I say devil, that Payne is.
All right, folks, back to our Roland Mark Unfiltered video in just one moment.
How about sushi?
I just had sushi for lunch yesterday.
How about tacos?
Automatic emergency braking, one of 6 advanced safety features standard on every 2022 Chevy Equinox. Find new technology. Find new roads. Chevrolet.
Folks, Black Star Network is here.
Oh, no punches!
I'm real revolutionary right now.
Support this man, Black Media. He makes sure that our stories are told.
Thank you for being the voice of Black America, Roland.
Stay black. I love y'all.
All momentum we have now
We have to keep this going.
The video looks phenomenal.
See, this difference between Black Star Network and Black-owned media and something like CNN.
You can't be Black-owned media and be scared.
It's time to be smart.
Bring your eyeballs home.
You dig?